If you've lived in an older home, then you'd be really familiar with interesting dimensions that you need to work with. And this particular room is a great example of that. There's 5 walls, not 4 walls. And the people who currently live in this house, they don't know what to do with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a bit of a trick on the eye with colour and paint and turn this room from an unused nothing space into a beautiful, relaxing dining room. All right, we're set up really well here now. So we've prepped, we've sanded, we've filled, we've cleaned up the walls, everything's ready to go, we've taped.
Yes.
Next part of the process.
Just like any other room, the first thing we want to do before we roll, get our great brushes and do our cutting in around the edges.
Beautiful.
Now remember the tip, put it on away from the edge first.
Away from the edge.
Because there's a lot of paint on the brush.
Then you cut into the edge with the fine end of the brush.
How good is that?
And then you smooth it out.
Love it.
Now, can you explain to me, I've ordered the half strength colour and the full strength colour, same tone, but the half strength to go on the odd wall, the wall on an angle, so it looks like it's pushing it back.
Correct.
Why are we painting this half strength as well?
It's a little painter's trick. Because we're doing this wall behind me in the half strength and this wall where you are in full strength of the same colour family, you're better off to use the half strength on both walls, because what it means is you might get away with putting the full strength colour and only using one coat on there. You might save yourself time and a coat of paint.
And you're probably going to get a much cleaner line too when you actually cut in with the other colour.
There you go. Love it.
The difference between using an ordinary brush and using a really good brush, it's like night and day. With this particular brush, I've got precision. I don't have little bits of fluff hanging out and making the finish difficult to achieve. I can actually just run and glide my brush straight down and I am getting a beautiful finish. Mark, I'm so ready to roll.
Beautiful. Now, the trick is how we load our roller, okay? Because roller trays aren't swimming pools. What we do is touch the paint with the roller without dunking it, and then the grill's the bit that you run up and down, because what that does is it spreads the paint evenly around the roller.
And you're good to go.
And you're good to go. So what we do is we start in the middle of the wall, and that way you can roll the paint up and you can roll the paint down, and it makes it easier to spread it out. I always talk about a loaded roller on an average wall gives you 2 roller widths. So you can see we've done that, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, before we reload our roller and do another section, what painters do is they go back to the bottom of the wall and really lightly roll all the way up and all the way down. We're making sure that it is absolutely even coat.
That is such a nice finish. My turn. In the middle, close to the edge.
Yep. Spread it up and spread it down just like you're comfortable with. It's good. All the way up, all the way down.
And then I'm going up for my second width.
Correct. Look at that. No thumpity thump there.
Do you know what? How good is that sound?
It's giving you control, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the common mistakes that a lot of DIYs do is they buy the throwaway budget roller. And because the roller squashes, it's not going to give you that beautiful roll. It's going to bump up and down the wall. And the other problem with these is they lose fluff everywhere. So we don't want that. We'll get rid of that. We'll keep painting with these beautiful rollers and get these walls done.
Room is really starting to come together now. It's looking gorgeous. We've got the lighter colour, the half strength on the wall that we're trying to push back and give that optical illusion that it's more symmetrical. And on the rest of the walls, we're doing the full strength, the darker colour. So right now it's all about cutting in, getting the lines right, and then we can get rolling, Mark.
Absolutely.
It's going to look good.
Looking great. Looking good, huh?
Looks really nice, Mark.
I reckon you've got this now. You're rolling beautifully too. You don't need me. I reckon you can finish that.
Go have a cup of of tea, I'll do it.
I'm out.
Thanks to Mark's great tips, our painting is now done, and it's time for me to do my favourite thing, decorate.
Previously, this room was a really tricky customer. It had 5 walls to work with, and one of those walls being on a very strange angle. So, of course, what we did, we pushed that wall back by using a lighter colour and then a darker colour on the rest of the walls. So it gives it the illusion of being pushed back and more symmetrical with the darker walls that we've painted. All of a sudden, this room has become warm, inviting, and it's a great little dining room where family and friends can congregate and new memories can be made. Who doesn't want that?